Hi, thanks for watching my video. Recently, I hosted one web API application within a virtual directory in IIS website. The API application contained Swagger documentation and the Swagger UI was loaded with error, like the current screen. Today, I'm going to share how I fixed the problem. If you've created web API application with Swagger already, you can skip first bit and jump to 5 minutes. Let's get started. First of all, let's create a new web API application for the demo. I'm using Visual Studio Community 2019. I select ASP.NET Core Web API and name it My Web API. Now my web API application is created. The template contains web weather forecast controller and there is an example API to get a list of weather forecast. Let's run and see what we get from the API template. As expected, a list of weather forecast data is returned in JSON. Let's stop running and add Swagger. First of all, we'll need to add Swagger library. Open NuGet Package Manager and search Swagger library. Select swashbuckle.ASP.NET Core and install. Now Swagger package is installed. And we'll need to add a few lines of code in startup file. Now let's run the application and see how Swagger UI is looking like. By default, Swagger UI path is /swagger/index.html. The Swagger UI is looking like this. We can see available APIs and request and response details. Let's make a call for weather forecast API from the Swagger. Click execute button. And we can see the request URL here. Also, we can see 200 status code returned and the JSON data in the response body. All good. Now let's host the API within a virtual directory. I'm adding IIS profile. We can see app URL, which is within virtual directory My Web API. Let's run it in IIS. We get fetch error. Let's check the error details in Browser Developer Tool. It's 404 not found error, and the path is incorrect. Now let's go back to the code and fix the problem. Add virtual directory for Swagger endpoint and add virtual directory app setting. So we can change the value depending on the environment deployed. Finally, we hosted API in the virtual directory My Web API, and the Swagger UI has loaded successfully. Let's call the API and check the response. API path is correct, and the response looks good. All done. So the conclusion is add virtual directory when setting Swagger endpoint. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video was helpful.